Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I'm going to do a buy or sell on, well, DC, Warner Brothers. They're doing so many Batman universe-like movies, and I'm so excited. It seems as though 2019 is going to be a great year for Batman fans alike. But I wanted to talk about the Batgirl movie that is going to happen and whether or not people want to see it. I obviously want to see this so bad, but I'm curious what everybody else thinks of this Batgirl movie. It's going to happen, but how do we want it to happen? So far, we know for sure Joss Whedon is going to direct it, which is awesome. It's great. It's one of those deals where, yeah, not only is it great just because of what type of writer he is, director he is. I'm not sure if he's writing it, but just to have him involved in some way in the creative process is smart. It's smart on DC's move, especially taking somebody who's so well versed in writing strong female characters. Obviously with Buffy and just everything that he's done in his career, I think that's how you make sure that Barbara Gordon as a character is treated seriously. But what about just the fact that here's a guy who was in the most important stages of Marvel's cinematic universe, the building of the MCU, doing the first two Avengers movies and overseeing some of the other shows. He's a producer on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is weird, but I'm going to enjoy it. I'm kind of glad that it's happening just to see what he's going to do with Barbara Gordon as a character. Let's talk about possible actresses that could play Barbara Gordon. There's many different levels. It almost depends on how young you want to take the character or just what level of an actress you want to bring to this role. But my first thought is Emma Stone. Partially because she's a redhead, so she just has that look. But I think if Joss Whedon is involved with some jokes, some lightheartedness, it doesn't have to be a flat-out comedy, but it's going to have some fun. And you need an actress that can pull dialogue like that off, one-liners, just quips here and there. And Emma Stone is perfect for that. She can do that in her sleep, I feel like. Now, sure, we don't know how she'll pull off maybe action stuff, but she's done so well in everything else that she's done. I could see her doing the training. I could see her adapting to a role like that. And it's something different for her. She's played the love interest in a superhero movie, but actually playing the lead, that would be something different. Also, Jane Levy, I would like to see if she could pull it off, especially after seeing Don't Breathe and the crap she went through in Evil Dead. I want to see her get that next big breakout role. Anya Taylor-Joy is somebody that I'm curious what she would bring to the role. As far as the story goes, my first thought, it probably won't be this, right? But my first thought is her first episode in Batman the Animated Series, or at least where she first became Batgirl. Her father, Jim Gordon, got accused of some crime he didn't commit, being a dirty cop and whatnot. He got arrested, and she went to Batman, sought Batman's help to help her father. And Batman said he would help, but he would do it his own way. He didn't want to work with her and do what she wanted him to do. And she was upset by this, so she decided to create her own suit, make her own suit, and pretend to be Batman. And in this situation, she just ended up kind of being her own hero, becoming Batgirl in that way. And I think that's just an easy, makes sense of a way to have her get to the level where she would put the costume on. I think either way, you have to have J.K. Simmons as her father, Jim Gordon, or somebody who we're going to see in the DCEU already established, hopefully already set up. It'd be cool to see a spin-off where he's more involved. He gets maybe more to do. And if it's a story like what I pitched, then that would work. Also, you could have a character like Detective Bullock. I don't know who you would cast, but that's a great opportunity to have somebody who maybe wants to help Gordon as well, along with Barbara. If you don't go that route, because that would be more criminal villains, like maybe you want to go more action-y, more bigger effects with the villain, I was trying to think of who you could use. I was thinking of lesser known Batman villains, or villains that you don't really care to see Batman go up against in a movie, like Livewire, who is very cool in the Supergirl TV show right now. How about a character like Firefly? We'll probably never see a solo Batman movie with just Firefly as a villain, so seeing Batgirl go up against him might be different. Or Victor Zsasz. Victor Zsasz is psychotic. He's a murderer. He's a guy who cuts his body, and every mark is to represent somebody that he's killed. And he has all of these cuts all over his body and face. And if you want to go down a darker role and have somebody like Batgirl go up against a psychopath like that, but not use the Joker, I think Victor Zsasz would be the perfect one for it. A love interest, I don't know. I don't love the idea of like, oh, let's just have this guy for her to fall in love with. Now, we do it with our male hero, so I don't want to be sexist and say she shouldn't have it as well. But I mostly wanted her to stand on her own and not have to have that as a part of it. But if you did do it, maybe, depending on which movie comes out first, maybe you have the actor that you cast as Dick Grayson for the Nightwing movie, have him in the film, so that you just have that romantic tension there, those elements there, but doesn't have to dominate the story. And it'd be a good way to introduce the character depending on which movie comes out first. Or you just have a brand new character. Either way though, this Batgirl movie has so much potential, and I'm particularly excited for it because I love the Batgirl character. She's possibly my favorite DC female character that they have, and to see her finally realized in live action. I don't count Alicia Silverstone because she was not Batgirl. She wasn't. She was wearing the costume, but she wasn't even Barbara Gordon. There's so much wrong with her playing that character, and I won't get into a huge gigantic rant over it, even though I want to. I totally buy it, but you guys, let me know in the comments below. Do you buy or do you sell this movie? Do you not give a shit about the Batgirl character? It's okay if you don't. I won't be that offended. Or if you don't even like this story I'm pitching, what type of movie would you want to see? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!